All right, everyone just heard what Newt said about the future of the GOP presidential race. Joining me now to react, one of the men he spoke about, Vivek Ramaswamy, 2024 Republican presidential candidate. Vivek, nice job last night. They were all after you, but you heard what Gingrich just said a few moments ago. The race is over. It's essentially over, and the candidates, one by one, if they want a future in politics, they need to start backing Trump, drop out, and you'll have a big future in politics. Your response to Newt?
There's some things I admittedly agree with, and there's some things I disagree with. The things that I agree with are that I don't think last night's debate was actually very useful. Having second-tier candidates in the current field, and I'm admittedly among them right now in polling, tear each other down, that's not useful to our party versus actually a rich policy debate. However, everybody else is making their case versus Trump by bashing him and Monday morning quarterbacking some decision he made. My view is different. I acknowledge he was the greatest president of the 21st century so far, but I have something that he doesn't, Laura, and it's really simple. I'm young. I have fresh legs. I'm able to reach the next generation in a way that Trump cannot. That's undeniable. And that's how we're going to take the America First movement to the next level. But I think everybody in this race needs to be able to, at this point, stop messing around, tearing each other down, and clearly answer the question, what do you bring to the table that Trump doesn't? It has to be an America First candidate that's the nominee, and that's my answer.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. And Vivek, I don't think anyone doubts that. I mean, I certainly don't. Right? You're extremely bright and extremely impressive. The YouGov poll that just, I guess it was released yesterday, the Economist YouGov poll, has you polling nationally at 5%. That's 46 percentage points lower than Trump. And again, not to take away from your own success, and I think coming from the world of business and never being in a political debate before, it's amazing. I really admire all of you get up on stage and do what you did last night. But at some point, if you want a future in politics, you want those MAGA people to say, yeah, you know something? When he could have stayed in, he decided to put the country first and start campaigning with Trump. And that's what Newt's essentially saying. And at some point, you're going to have to make that decision. You are going to make that decision at some point.
My whole point is I'm an America First conservative, not a Trump First conservative and not a Vivek First conservative. And so I'm one person in this race. I'm not tearing anybody else down. I'm focused on what are we running to? What does it mean to be an American? And Laura, I personally do believe it is going to take someone of the next generation to reach young Americans for whom we're doing this. I'm doing this for my two sons and their generation. And I think that's what it's going to take, first of all, to win this election by large margins, but second of all, to reunite this country. It will take somebody whose best days are still ahead in life to see a country whose best days are still ahead of itself. And so I do that by praising President Trump because I think that's the right thing to do to recognize his record. But I'm young. I have fresh legs. That's the difference. And that's going to be the case I make to the voters, that it will be an America First candidate from the next generation that leads us forward.
All right, Vivek, it's always great having you on. Thank you so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.